Souls PC Any % by BubblesDelFuego. Take it away, guys.
Thanks. Hi, I'm BubblesDelFuego. This
Hi,
is
Bubbles.
roll call, couch.
I'm Spike the Cheetah.
I'm J-Hubs.
I'm Dave Stereo.
So this is any %. Before I get into it, there was a file name donation incentive. So I guess someone's going to tell me what that is.
The winner is Great Club Please.
Now, you're going to be disappointed.
Great club, please.
PLS, please.
Should we refer?
All one word?
Great, capital club, capital PLS.
Should we refer to your character as Great Club, please, throughout the rest of the run?
So can we?
Nah. It's a lot of work.
Ooh, the hunter start with the master key.
Well, I mean, I could try to look handsome.
Yo, please hit the random button.
This is the best feature of Dark Souls right here.
You know what to do. This really is the best part of Dark Souls.
The hardest this man has ever mashed.
This is the hardest you mash actually in Dark Souls. Beautiful.
Perfect.
Fantastic.
That's the new Sonic redesign. All right. There's a donation incentive also for like a glitz exhibition whenever this run is done, and it's almost met. So if you guys want to donate and don't know what to do, put it towards that. But my runner's choice thing, since that is most likely guaranteed to get met, is the Kingdom Hearts Goofy Saves the Day incentive.
Yeah.
For Saturday.
Yeah.
Saturday, yeah, tomorrow.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go.
Dude, you're gonna get.
Don't
3
wonder
seconds
there's
in your face.
15 staff here. You just like to make things
That's about
difficult.
to say.
I know.
Code red. Code red.
We've got Bubbles doing a run. We need all staff on premises.
All right, this is Dark Souls.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm holding B to run.
Yeah, to note, this is the OG version, not the remastered version. So there's some tricks and glitches he'll be doing throughout the run that are exclusive. He also wants to make sure he takes off the armor while he's already climbing the ladder. You can't really full on pause this game. All the stuff like enemies and whatnot are going to be moving along the way. So while he's waiting on animations, he's going to take care of his menuing, making it a really
good, by the
fast-paced
way.
run.
Running
Yeah.
around at the speed of sound.
Yeah, it definitely looks a lot more blue while you're hollow, rather.
Yeah.
Congratulations, you're 2 hours ahead of me on my first playthrough. I would still be dying to that boss back there because I didn't see that door.
We don't need a shield.
So does taking your armor off make you go faster, like run faster?
Yeah.
No, well, later on I'm going to equip more things, and I don't want the armor to be on at that time.
Yeah, so your run speed and roll, your type of roll are based on your equip load, which is it's actually percentage base of your maximum equip load. So basically, you want to be like below what I think it was like 25% of
Yeah.
your maximum for the fastest roll and fastest run.
And that includes like your weapon, a shield you might have on or anything.
Yeah, pretty much anything you carry except items, I think.
So I'm going to trigger out these enemies on the left, and then I'm going to grab this item. So now I can... Oh, it's okay. I just need them to be out of there. So either killing me, or like I kill them, or they move out of the way.
Killing you is an option.
I was gonna say, I think them killing you is probably the one thing you don't want to happen.
I mean, whatever. We have an estimate. So.
Now that was a double hit you just got right there,
Yeah,
a double plunge.
if I do a jumping attack, it does the attack before the plunging damage as well. That was a good fight.
That was very nice. Hey. How's it up?
So
You killed something, we got to clap.
That took me an hour.
Is there a particular reason you started as the hunter?
Yeah,
over
for this
another class?
bow. I got a move swap glitch later in the game that changes my moveset by tricking the game into two-handing my bow, and I'm actually two-handing something else because I'm real tricky. But I'll get into that later when I actually do the glitch. But yeah, you need the bow for a glitch later. And the hunter has pretty okay starting stats, but stats don't matter too much. It's nice. The starting stats of the hunter let you two-hand the Drake sword from base stats, so that's good.
Nice.
Which, spoiler, we're going to be using that. Oh, no. I think we're fine.
Uh-oh. Maybe not so much anymore.
Yeah, we're fine.
All right.
Hey.
It's a nice technique Bubbles is using there just to quit out that will actually get enemies to not aggro.
Yeah, I was
on
just
top of
showing
you.
off that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was why.
Yeah, because this game autosaves, like, everywhere. So when you quit and reload the file, all of the enemies go back to their initial spawn locations.
Yeah, that was so sloppy on my part, but whatever.
He made it.
So yeah, I'm just pretty much gonna get the gold pine resin, go on my way to Taurus, and then go across the Drake Bridge. We've done the usual. I need to go up to the merchant up here to get the bottomless box and a rapier, because that will be. You can actually roll through that and not get staggered, but I was a little early. But yeah, I will spend the souls that I have to get the bottomless box and the rapier. Thank you kindly.
Yeah, the souls he picks up from defeating various enemies is going to work as both your experience in the game and also your currency. So he could have used those to level up certain stats, instead using it right there to buy a couple of needed items for the run.
So this is like the beginning of this run is the easiest part of the run to die in. So I'm going to play it as safe as I can. Up here in this doorway, you can get really bottlenecked and choked off. So I really hope that doesn't happen. Well, that's a good start. That's a good start.
Okay.
Oh my god.
You do have, like, invulnerability frames when you perform certain animations, like opening doors, but as soon as that animation ends, you could very
Yeah, I
easily
want to
get
heal
hit.
before I come over here. This is just, you know, I need this to be a no reset. And dying here just means I have to go through this area again, so.
Yeah, you get sent back to the last bonfire that you rested at when you...
You can jump
when you
past the
die.
barrel.
Nice.
Excuse me. And I will heal again. I don't know. Yeah, I'll do it. This Taurus sucks, so I'm going to heal again for the Taurus fight right here. And then I'm going to use Gold Pine Resin and kill Taurus Demon.
Yeah, and that'll apply a lightning effect to his sword. And that actually does a flat amount of damage, I believe, right? Of additional damage?
I don't know.
I think it does.
Oh my god, such a early roll. I mean late roll.
It's probably one of the other tricky parts about this fight, doing it the way Bubbles is doing it, is that there are two archers shooting at him from afar that you can take care of normally, but that would obviously take more time. So he has to kind of dodge those too.
Damn it,
But
damn it. I hate that so much.
unfortunately, yeah.
Dark Souls is hard. It's like only the first like 15 minutes is hard in this run.
Yeah.
You get so OP later on.
I actually wasn't sure if it was gonna if it sent you back
It
to
would put you-
Firelink or
yeah.
not.
Yeah, that sucks a lot.
You got this,
You
dude.
guys can donate or something or whatever.
I was going to jump in on you.
There you go.
I got a $20 donation from Don Forgo that says Vohayo. $50 from Bahamut X with no comment. Thank you very much. Icer107 sends $5 and says, "Hey Bubs, zoop zoop something something, then someone making a list of sorts? Fallout 4 VR speedrun win again? Good luck on Dark Souls."
Never. Thanks. That was a little late on the luck, but that's fine. I've got a lot more Estus this time, and
And you get to just run straight there. Don't have to go over to the shopkeeper.
yeah, this is almost like faster, right?
Yeah.
I've got $25 from Baka Shinobi that says free Enterprise hype, and $20 from Shala Kitty that says already so hyped for the FF4 FE race. Donation goes to naming Porum Pearl. That event, that race, the free Enterprise race is up next after Dark Souls.
So in addition to reverting the enemy spawns back to their initial position, you can also save and reload to save yourself from a large fall, as long as you do it before you actually hit the ground.
Yeah, so in situations
Dark
like that,
Souls,
he did
please.
have to be very quick about
Yeah.
it.
So running typically triggers like the running stab attack from enemies, so you can bait that and then juke around, like I've done for that guy on the stairs and the Black Knight. So I really don't want to. Yeah, whatever. We'll just do it right this time.
Another interesting thing too is that like when you're running past enemies, I believe that you actually take more damage when you're like running or rolling away than you would if they just like swung at you normally.
Yeah, not
Be a
sure if
little
there's like a
dangerous.
counter hit or not.
There we go. That's good stagger.
Yeah. So that's how it should
we go.
happen.
Hey.
Down.
Yeah, if I had to use my third resin there, this run probably would have been over. So it's a good thing it's not over. Yeah, I don't think I'm actually running in a straight enough line right here, so the Drake could get me already. Oh yeah, he already pushed me too. Okay, we're good.
Nice.
Nice.
You can just barely avoid that fire if you know it's coming.
So trigger the shot from this guy. This is some Drake manipulation to get his tail. Apply this. Dodge that. The headshot, really? Don't do me like that. Okay.
Nice.
Very nice.
So I'm going to quit out because he can fire the bridge. Yeah, that was really bad luck, like getting the headshot.
Made it work though.
Yeah, almost beeped it all away. Switching over to the rapier. And then switching the items around like that. And then first trying move swap.
Nice.
Yep.
Not using a homeward bone. Going to heal because I died to Taurus Demon and I should have never gotten this run into the marathon.
So
Nah.
the move swap glitch you were alluding to, it actually just changes the move set of the weapon you're currently wielding,
you can
right?
explain it or something. Well, okay, so like I'm jumping with the bow in my left hand, and as I'm landing, I am buffering the two-handing of the bow in the left hand, which is the only thing in the game that you can two-hand in your left hand. And then by the time I stand back up, I switch my bow out with the Drake sword. So the Drake sword is being two-handed in my left hand, but it has the move set of the weapon in my right hand because it needs to draw from something. So I really don't hope I don't die here, but at least I took the elevator. Okay,
Yeah, then there's this.
and that guy's dead.
Yeah, this room is full of like hollows, and it's
Yeah.
actually it's one of those like kind of like sneakier rooms than it looks. Like it looks really easy, but it can absolutely just they'll dogpile you.
If one thing went wrong in that room, everything would have gone wrong.
Yeah. So here we are with the gargoyles. Boss fight that definitely walled a lot of people in their first playthrough.
Please do the good attack. Nice. So that gets the tail axe, and then stagger immediately. Oh, he jumped back. That's okay. Oh, that still hit him somehow. Ah, I'm rolling so late. Are you kidding? Okay.
Ooh, still
well,
alive.
we have health.
As you can see, a second gargoyle joins this fight.
We're gonna start the fight over.
Got a little bit of Estus to work with.
Yeah, I would have just died there anyway. Because healing twice, that would have given enough time to come over to me. So, it's whatever.
Yeah, as you can tell, obviously, quitting out actually doesn't put you in the boss fight; it puts you right outside of it.
Take two with good RNG. This time, if he jumps back, he's in the corner. So, at least there's that.
And that like thrusting, like that lunge move is what the
So,
move swap glitch is used for mostly, because you can actually hit things twice with it, right?
Please don't get hit again. Do something.
There we
All
go.
right.
Okay, 3 bosses. 3 bosses down.
Yeah, this shouldn't be going as badly as it is, but yeah, it should be fine though. So I'm just gonna ring the bell up here, and then I'm going to use the homeward bone so I can keep my souls, which matters for now.
Yeah, homeward.
then,
yeah, good.
And I'll level up a little bit just for a small safety's sake. You don't really have to, but it's not really going to make me do much more damage to Quelaag, who's the next boss I'll be fighting.
That homeward bone is going to send him back to the last bonfire rested at, which is also why he didn't want to activate the bonfire after the bridge with the Drake on it.
So that's just a little bit of safety stuff for the marathon, I guess. A little bit more strength and vitality, because Quelaag can sometimes have a few attacks that will kill you no matter what. So, and then this is nice. So doing
So good.
forward on the analog stick and attack at the same time does a kick, and doing 2 of them will just kick him off. And so you want to do that because he drops one of the best rings in the game, the Ring of Favor and Protection. FAP, FAP ring, whatever you want to call it. And so we can put it on. I'm not going to wear it yet, but, you know, I suppose it's fine, actually. I just have to heal now and later.
Yeah, it gives you a boost in your vitality, your endurance, and something else?
Your equip load.
Your equip load.
But if you ever remove it, it breaks. So
Yeah.
So it's basically just vitality and endurance, because endurance affects stamina bar and equip load anyway. So, but it's like a 20% increase of. It's not the same ratio as if you were to level up endurance.
And then we're heading straight into Blighttown.
Blighttown.
Jeez. my brain.
Yeah, going into Blighttown.
Blighttown to head down to Quelaag.
So if you are running and you try to dodge, you will just do a jump because that's the inputs that you do for a jump.
That's what I do.
So I'm holding block so that doesn't happen. Skip.
Ooh. Oh.
Oh, man. That's great.
It's a lot easier than it looks.
I'm still going to clap for it. That was cool. Otherwise, you're just sliding down a lot of ladders, maybe doing like smaller jumps all over the place.
Yeah, that's called the Blighttown drop. It was one of the earlier things. There's other ways where you can do like slope quit outs and fall control stuff, but we don't have that right now. Yeah, I'm not resting at the spawn fire. I'm just coming over here to get a dragon scale because we want to use dragon scales to upgrade not only the drag sword but the dragon tooth, which is going to be our main weapon for later on in the run when we get to Anarlondo.
Yeah, again, as you can see, it is a long trek here to Quelaag, but he doesn't want to rest at that bonfire since afterwards he would then have to climb all the way back up through Blighttown. So definitely going to want to be able to first try Quelaag here.
Yeah, and I'm just going to get hurt by the poison anyway on the way to her. And so I will just heal once I'm outside of her door.
One of the interesting things about Dark Souls also, and especially both Any Percent and the All Bosses run, is that they have a lot of different routes to them. Like, there are a lot of ways to run this game with, like, even with the same category. So one of the, like, the reason that Bubbles is doing the bosses in this order, even though, like, technically I guess this is the casual order, is because of the route that he's selected for this.
I have to really focus that I'm doing a speedrun right now because I've been playing so much rando with Spike in the practice room that I almost just picked up that item back there to see
Like,
what it
yeah,
was.
do you want to check? It could be the halberd, for all you know.
But yeah, I've got to.
I somehow don't think it will be.
What if it
You
was
don't
the-
know until you check. Yeah. So yeah, I'll also put on some pants or something as I'm going through this fog gate. But there's not really a lot of time, so I'll do it right now. Just a little bit more defense so I can still keep mid-roll. Heal up, go in. And Quelaag sucks. It's probably the hardest boss fight of this run, this route, because after Quelaag, everything gets a lot easier. So you really want her to do like certain attacks.
Yeah, because I was going to say part of that route is specifically getting Framp to appear as early as possible, as opposed to like some other routes can get into Sense
That's the best
Fortress
attack
early, but
right here.
Yeah.
The long lava attack.
Yeah, it keeps the boss stationary for a bunch of free hits.
and note that poison's still ticking the entire time.
Yeah, I don't need to heal because I can still survive a hit from her. I'll heal because she's doing that.
Yeah, that actually has a ton of range to it, that strike right there. That can catch you.
She's gonna she can rotate you like she did right there, so I had to be careful not to be in like an angle where the lava would be what I would land in.
Wow.
All right.
So yeah, I'm always gonna be doing the running attack, and it thinks that I'm using the rapier right now.
Just a really strong rapier.
Oh.
Ooh. Very nice.
All right. Very good.
That was pretty good RNG. So the Solar Quelaag is what you need to start getting OP, because it's something that you can create a lot of duplicates of. And so I'll use the bottomless box to make a quantity storage glitch. And I don't even need the souls that I got from Quelaag, because we'll be getting about 2 million in a second.
So I have not seen this run yet, so I'm excited to see what this is going to look like.
So we have to manipulate values. So we're going to access the bottomless box and put 1 Quelaag soul in and 1 dragon scale in. And then when we try to sell 1, it'll go in the opposite direction and give us 99. So first we got to like get enlightenment. And then queue up a box. Okay.
Yeah, all right.
Look at that number in the bottom right.
Yeah, this game's easy.
Yeah, it turns out duping your experience value, or your experience currency, I guess,
Yes.
is pretty powerful.
Yeah, and I don't want to sell those ones because I want 99 dragon scales, but I wanted to sell like 198 Quelaag souls. So, yeah, so that's what 198 Quelaag souls looks like.
Oh my god.
And then I can put that all towards leveling up 2 weapons to +5 that both use dragon scales, so it's Drake's Sword, and I can use this elevator to drop all the junk.
Yeah, that's just going to make it easier for him to menu in the future.
Is there any advantage to playing in windowed mode as opposed to full screen?
Oh, they don't know I'm playing in windowed mode.
Way to break the illusion.
Sorry. I just had to ask.
Playing at a 400 by 800 window right now. I just like it this way. I'm just so used to it. This game wasn't always very good with alt tabbing, so I like to have it this way. So it's just almost fills up the whole screen with the resolution on a 1080p monitor.
Got a sec for some donations, guys?
Sure, yeah. I'm just gonna upgrade stuff. Sure.
I've got $150 from Anonymous. No comment. Thank you very much for that. $15 from Casual Geek Dave. Can't wait to see my comrades crush some free enterprise. Good luck on the run, Bubbles. You got this.
Well, okay.
And just a reminder, if you want to see the Dark Souls Glitch Showcase, get your donations in now. We're currently at 1,558 out of 2,000.
Oh, that's not close at all. Donate more.
I was like, it's a short run, guys. You got maybe 25 minutes left.
I mean, you've already seen the glitches that can happen when you're just doing the run. Imagine the glitches that he's
Yeah.
going to show in a
Right.
showcase.
I have like 3 hilarious glitches planned that I set up for a while, so
yeah, don't you want to laugh?
don't make me upset.
Yeah, come on, guys. Let's get it.
It'll be a lot of fun. Let's go. Let's get it.
And there's level 50, there's level 60,
Yeah, a bunch of vitality, a bunch of
70.
endurance, and then a bunch of strength.
80, 90.
53.
That's just wrong, man.
So now I'm this strong. Whoops.
Those bars on the top of the screen got a little longer right there.
So yeah, now I'm gonna run through Sun's Fortress, which is really rhythmatic. If you just keep going, it'll be fine. But if you stop for too long and like worry about the pendulums too much, the enemies that you ran past before are gonna catch up to you. So I worry about this one, and then I run past these guys, and I run around to the right of this guy. Pendulums available. And up here, I should be rolling between the 2 sets of duo pendulums to dodge the lightning.
Nice.
And then, yeah, just proceeding. This snake guy always bites the dust.
Goodbye.
Rip.
And since I have so much vitality, it's not even like a pain if I get swarmed. If enemies get close, you can just quit out. So there's like very minimal fear left in the run. So the boulder is coming in this direction, but you have infinite poise if you're backstepping.
Wow.
So
That's great. I hadn't seen that before.
Yeah, there's supposed to be an entire extra section. You kind of come up and around a different way instead, but he can just do that.
yeah, so now I'm just on my way to Iron Golem. Knock that person out of the way. Yeah, I'm keeping move swap this entire time because it's really good to do running attacks with the rapier moveset like I did for that last enemy. So when they get in your way. Similar to when I get into Inner Londo, I'll want to keep this move swap intact as well. So it'll be good against the enemies on the rafters. And also good for the inner Londo archers, which aren't a pain at all, but it's just, you know, better in case you get weird RNG and he doesn't stop using the bow.
That endurance bar is still good.
I love
Yeah.
it.
I don't want to drain my endurance bar all the way because then I can't start running until it's back to full. Unless you roll while it's going back up, so it's weird. You really know how to like manage your stamina. So the Iron Golem fight, I hope I can get the quick kill. I'm not sure if everyone has seen it, but yeah, you can make him fall off by hurting him in the ankles. So that foot, wait for him to turn a little bit. That'll be perfect.
Oh, very nice.
There it goes.
That
We just need to wait for some fire to go away.
Yeah, he just kind of falls off.
That was
if you do it right
that was
away.
not a pretty good fight actually. I had to wait for the firebomb cycle. Typically, like right after the attack on the other foot, as he's falling, you can like interact with the light and travel while it says victory achieved. So it's like you don't even care. You treat him like a regular mob or something.
I like how at this point, like, you get 40,000 souls there the first time you play, so you're like, oh man, that's so much. And Bubbles is just like, throw it on the pile.
Yeah.
A paltry 40.
I won't even be leveling up anymore on the run. I'll just be upgrading my. You can stand this far away.
Speaking of currency, we've got some more donations in for the glitch incentive.
Oh, cool. That makes sense. We're a charity marathon.
$100 from Jason LaRose that says glitch showcase get, and $50 from Bitsa Wolf that says gotta see that glitch showcase. Keep them coming in. We're almost there.
How close are we now? Oh my God, that's terrible.
1,833.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, getting there. Almost there.
So that was a stored roll. I didn't roll when I actually landed right there. So I blocked to trigger the roll to happen. So it wouldn't happen in a moment where I really wouldn't want it to happen. Like when I'm up here. And keep going. And here's the rafters. They're pretty easy, but like if someone gets your way, it's nice to have like a rapier to push them away. If you're patient and scared, it's probably worse.
And you said it's basically just like the rapier is probably the default move set of the game, and when you do the move swap glitch, it's kind of just loading the default move set.
That's a hard jump.
I'm going to take that as a yes.
I didn't get that in practice at all. The rapier is, it's not like a default moveset weapon in the game. It's just the weapon that you need in your right hand. That's why I bought it from the shop.
Oh, okay. Didn't
Yeah,
catch that.
I didn't start the game with it or anything, and it's not already in my inventory or anything like that. I had to go out of my way to get one. So you can get a rapier, you can get an S-stock, you can get a lot of routes use the mail breaker because that has the same thing, same style of moveset.
Gotcha. And you mentioned you're going to be leveling up your weapon from here on out. I mean, you could tell, like, damaging the Iron Golem, it was a lot more damage than you would normally do at that point, but still, like, not to, crazy levels.
I'm not strong yet. This is a pretty weak. Yeah,
Even
the
though
Drake
you
Sword's
have-
not that good of a weapon. It's good, like, early on for gargoyles, for all those people that take a long time to get through the beginning and they need, like, a really strong weapon so they can learn the mechanics a little bit longer, not have to worry about damage too much. But I won't need this for too long, actually. And it's faster to use it for like Iron Golem and stuff rather than like get something else. I did think this character's file name is Great Club Please. And there was a first idea for the, yeah, it doesn't even matter. I got so much health. There was a character that, there was a route idea where the Great Club, I would get that before Quailag and then use that, but it actually does the same amount of damage at base as the Drake Sword.
Oh.
The famous Unarlando archers.
So I'll show you the silly way to take them off. You just run.
Oh my God.
I might have got stuck there for a good 2 hours the first time.
It's okay. You're not the only thing that can fall off that ledge. That's what you got to remember. So yeah, I'm gonna make sure to get this bonfire, not for like safety's sake for ONS, because that won't be a hard boss. You'll see. But it's faster to use a homeward bone after getting the Dragon Tooth, which is in this basement over here. And Dragon Tooth gets upgraded with Dragon Scales, which I have some. Still, I have like 94. So I want to use the bone back, my last one that I have, so it clears it out of my inventory, which makes it just cleaner. And I keep my souls, so now I can reinforce the Dragon Tooth. So that's my weapon now.
Now here's where you're really gonna start to like see some real damage.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
All right, guys, I got an exciting announcement. We've met the $2,000 minimum for the Dark Souls Glitch Showcase.
Heyo!
Thanks to everyone who donated for that. $25 from Banana Naki that says, GG, let's get that Glitch Showcase. Thanks for another RPG LB. Oro52 donated $100. Glitch Showcase yet? Oh, you bet. We got it.
Cool, cool.
And Mossmouth donated $100. Give me those glitches.
All right, so here's the ONS boss fight. I really hope that he does the charge attack. I'm going to quit out. You want to just quit out, and it starts the fight over almost immediately. It's also like an in-game time strategy to make sure, because you don't lose time when you're in the main menu, really. So, okay, so that's the spinny thing. So he's going to come around this side now.
Okay.
One down.
All right.
Yeah. So that's that boss fight. Dummy thick. I know Spike was just wanting to say it.
Oh, trust me.
So I got hurt, but it didn't matter. So. I'm not going to get the elevator in time. So yeah, that's the power of the Dragon Tooth.
In addition with the weapon swap glitch,
Yeah,
getting those really quick attacks.
Yeah, this isn't the most optimal any percent route. This is an alteration of the current any percent route where you do use the Dragon Tooth. But in the current any percent fastest route, if you wanted to get record, you would fight ONS with the Dragon Tooth, but it wouldn't be upgraded, I believe, or like +1 or something maybe, if that. But what are you laughing at, Spike?
Just rip. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's faster to kill her to get the Lord Vessel instead. She's fake. Don't worry. Spoilers.
Just like all the girls online.
Yep. It's rough figuring that out.
That's when we met Spike.
You want to be on my couch for Dark Souls? Sure. All right. You want to do some rando afterwards? Yeah, sounds great.
I met this great girl online. Her name is Spike Vegeta.
So we have the Lord Vessel now. That's cool. With that, we can warp places.
So yeah, you can just come on down here. You don't need his help. And so I'm going to place the Lord Vessel. Go to the parish. Because the parish is the direction of the DLC, which is kind of like our end game. And that'll make sense eventually because there's an item in the DLC that will help us use a glitch to get to where Gwyn is. So I switched over to the shield. I think it'll... Okay, good. Sometimes there's like a weird bug where like when I block with the shield for the first time, it'll like attack with it. So, but I just wanted to make sure before I was over near these enemies. So yeah, place Lord Vessel. I can fast travel around to bonfires that I've been to before. And we are on our way to killing the Hydra. We already got the Crest of Artorias from the first time that we talked to Andre when we bought the weaponsmith box and the this shield here. This is just a 100% block shield. It's really good to have for when you are going against the Hydra. Since I have used all of my Gold Pine resins already, I'm not going to be able to 3-shot the Hydra. So I'm interacting with the door, and the animation will happen by the time I reload it. And the enemies will also be away. I need to get this bonfire because I'll be coming back here again. So this will be the last bonfire that I rest at for many occasions.
Did Tonic not know about that bonfire? Yeah, Dark Souls
That's not
likes
the right
to
way.
hide a bunch of bonfires from you. You think like, man, this trek back to the boss really sucks. There's usually one just hidden away somewhere you got to find.
Yeah, I had to show him where Ash Lake was. So, yeah, I'm coming down to Hydra now. Menuing's a little different here. I'll do the drop down. You can just drop down to the bridge that's over here. And I want to do it before I equip the Dragon Tooth, because if you have heavy stuff on, you'll take more damage when you're falling.
Oh.
I'm really bad at like knowing where to fall here.
Man, he followed you.
Yeah. He's ready to go.
Yeah.
The longest ladder of all time, by the way.
You're so supreme.
Imagine climbing this sucker.
So defeating the Hydra is going to give Bubbles access to an NPC that will then give you access to an item that will then give you access to the DLC. I don't know how much of that you're going to be doing, but
And it's weird that it's
Imagine
called
most of it.
DLC, because you can't get this game on PC without getting it, so.
Right.
Right.
Well, it was DLC.
Yeah, when this game
Extra
came out,
content.
about 6 months after this game came out, there was the Artorias of the Abyss DLC for consoles. And then this game came out on PC with it already on.
The Prepare to Die version.
So I'm going to hope that they appear over here.
Nice.
To note, throughout that boss fight, there is, if he gets too close, if he gotten just a little bit more forward, he could have fallen off and died in a pit in there. So he's always got to keep that in mind.
And you don't have to chop off every head. It's just there's actually
There's
a health
still-
bar.
I haven't missed a move swap yet. Now I'm totally going to miss one because I said that.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so now that the Hydra's dead, the next time that you load this area in, like if you either fast travel away and come back, die and come back, or just reload it like this, which is obviously the fastest, this golden golem will appear. And then it's actually got her inside, and she's dead. And oh, sorry. Didn't mean to mock you with that dance. Tried to use the dark sign. So yeah. So now I'm back at the bonfire, and I can fast travel with this bonfire up to Inner Londo.
Yeah, the dark sign works exactly like a homeward bone, except it dumps all of your souls.
And
Yeah.
humanity if you have any in your bar.
That's right.
It basically is like killing you. So
Yeah.
I'm not going to rest at that bonfire because I'm going to get the pendant, which will let me into the DLC. And after I get it, I will just dark sign back, and it'll bring me to the last bonfire that I rested at, which is the one in the forest. So it's pretty good routing to not rest at any bonfires. It wouldn't be safer to do that. If I died or something, it would be even longer, because, yeah, reasons, I guess. Well, it wouldn't be too much longer, because I can always warp to that one
Right.
in the forest, but this is just still optimal by like 20, 30 seconds or something.
You also mentioned that you're going to use the DLC to kind of like get to Gwen, right? Casually, the game wants you to go beat 4 different bosses right now, and a lot of other ones along the way, but 4 to get 4 Lord Souls. So I take it you're not going to need any of those?
That's
No,
what I was-
I'm not going to need any Lord Souls, no.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'll be going to the DLC to get an item that can warp you. And there's not many items in this game that warp you. It's pretty much just like Dark Science, Homeward Bones.
What's up, dude?
And so I'm going to get one of the few items in the game that can warp you, but you can't use it unless you're in like the built-in Battle of Stoicism PvP area or whatever. So, but I'll trigger it to use it when I shouldn't be. Don't hit me, don't hit me, don't hit me, don't hit me, don't. Okay. Thanks.
Yeah, they can hit you out of when you're using Homeward Bone or Dark Sign.
All right, cool. So the run's almost over. I know it seems like I've done like no progression, but
Again, the Lord Vessel is supposed to represent like the halfway point of the game, like Hobbs was saying, and then you go around and fight these 4 different bosses, and that gets you access to the end. The Hydra doing all this stuff with a broken pendant to get to the DLC, this is, as you would imagine, DLC, this is all optional content he's doing, but apparently, as someone who has not watched this run before, apparently this is just going to get him to the end.
yeah, there's the purple coward's crystal, which is typically something that you would use when you're in the like Battle of Stoicism arena area to take you out of the fight if you're scared and you don't want to die.
No doubt.
So I'll use that when I'm not in a battle arena space. Get out of here.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, that rolling poke is really useful for when you want to do a quick attack with this really slow weapon. So yeah, I don't need to heal because I'll rest at the bonfire at the Sanctuary Guardian in case by some freak accident I die. And there's a chance that he can just do like the same really absurd attack over and over. It's happened before, so I don't want it to happen in the marathon.
So I know you had that boss fall off the map and you killed it. Do enemies take fall damage?
Well, it kind of hit a kill box in a sense, but enemies do take fall damage.
Okay.
That one hit a kill box, but they do take fall damage.
Those other 2 enemies actually landed on Bubbles' head.
I gave them a plunge attack property,
So
I guess.
it probably like reduced the amount of fall damage.
It did. I think it did, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, here's the DLC entrance. Now that I have the broken pendant from a golem, it makes no sense. So yeah, here I'm in the Sanctuary Garden, obviously, because I had to say that because apparently nobody can read or something. But yeah, I've got the move swap Dragon Tooth to bring me through this. Gonna fight the Sanctuary Guardian and Artorias. So
Ooh, we get Artorias in this run.
yeah, it's not hard.
I would imagine at these stats, he's probably not.
So yeah, lightning, that's typical. Sure, and then this attack sucks. I hope he does attacks, like actual good. I don't care, I just want him near me. That's good.
A good opening off that. The double.
Where's he gonna go? That's so weird.
The triple, wow.
There you go.
Very nice. Is that the attack you want to see from him most times?
That's one of the good ones, yeah. You just dodge to the side and you get a free hit on him. Pretty much any melee attack is good because when he's done, you can just charge into him with this. So yeah, so I'm going to get this bonfire. I do want to have this one. This is a good location to do the glitch that brings you to Gwyn later. And I need to menu properly here. I hate doing this menu, but yeah, there's no like other good time to do it. So yeah, I want to have these 2 things out so I can set up move swap, but I also need to have the Dragon Tooth out so I can do a skip in the DLC's elevator. So I can delay when I'm allowed to roll if I bounce off of something while I'm falling from a plunge attack. So that whole sentence will explain itself in this upcoming action. So I'm quitting out over here to just get rid of the aggro of a few enemies that would have met me right here. So now they're not here, and they're really hard to dodge. They've got quick attacks with their pitchforks and stuff. So I don't really feel like getting hurt by them. And then when I run into this area where the elevator is, so I can do a skip straight to where Artorias is, I'm going to quit out before that as well, because these guys can actually mess up the whole thing, especially that stone giant that I hear coming.
And also ordinarily quitting out and loading is a very minimal time loss like during a normal run because this game is timed with in-game time. And the in-game time does not advance as you're on the title screen.
So I'm going to set it up. Okay.
Whew, nice.
Ooh. Oh, that didn't do it.
You said you weren't going to miss one.
I didn't.
There
Look,
you
it's
go.
fine.
Actually, he said he was going to miss the next one.
Oh, no.
Wow. Accidental profit.
He just called it right. Best fight in the game, right here.
Yeah, this is easily my favorite fight in the game.
I've never actually done it. but I think it looks like the best fight in the game.
Next rando we do, you'll get to do it.
I've actually never played this game. It looks amazing.
No, say.
I'll just let him finish that because he's still dead.
Yeah,
Next
that's
hit
him
anyway.
powering up.
Yeah, good. He
All
looks
right.
real powered up to me. So yeah, that's the Artorias fight, one of the hardest fights in the game. And so once I
Yeah, it seemed like it.
enter the Battle of Stoicism gazebo, I will immediately get the Purple Coward's Crystal, and I'm no longer Robert Redford.
You're
So-
Thanos. Yeah, just straight up. About to snap that finger. Oh, and now you're different.
Sonic again.
That's too bad. Why were you Thanos?
So I want to make sure my menus are good, and a good time to do them is when I'm like warping after using a bonfire. So the reason I'm coming back here is because I want the last known I want the last bonfire that I rested at. You sorry. Huh? And so I want the last bonfire that I rested at to be this one. So it can warp me to this one. I hope that worked, my menuing there. It did, okay. So the last bonfire that I warped at's the Lord Vessel area. Use the purple coward's crystal, switch it out, swap. Okay, that didn't work, but it should have. I need to like, I can't explain this while I'm doing it, but I can do it in the long walk to Gwyn afterwards. Okay. This is, I have to use my Estus on the same frame that I hit the ground after I toggle while falling and not move, not stop moving. Yeah. It looks just like that, but I'll be drinking like black acid or something.
Sick.
Yeah. So this is normal to be like a run under right at the end. Yeah, oh whoops, I didn't switch over to Estus. But I've got 10 Estus, and if I mess up, I just like warp back and keep going. Yeah, that should have worked too. It's like the second frame or something. Ugh.
Do you try to time this, or do you find yourself more like do a couple taps?
It just works. It's one of those just like Saboom it. So eventually it'll just work. That's kind of the speed tech here.
Gotta love those frame perfect tricks at the end of a run.
Ugh.
I want that black acid, dude.
I do too. It means I'll be underestimate. Ugh.
I want to see what it looks like.
Yeah.
So after I
excited.
use the item like I'm not supposed to be, I'll immediately use the dark sign right after. Ugh, God, it's so annoying. Like it's amazing that I got it like 3 or 4 times on the second frame and not the first one. That's harder to do. Oh my God, I didn't even switch. Yeah, I normally get it like first or second try anyway, like during these past couple of days, so I'm not like used to like messing it up this much. Yeah, anybody that's done this trick knows that it's just like there's like, you can't really have skill going into this. There we go.
Hey.
On the
Hey.
last one.
So then I use the dark sign right after, and now I'm in the this area.
Wow.
Wow.
So
The final dungeon.
the dark sign wanted to bring me to this area where the Lord Vessel is, but the purple coward's crystal just wanted to warp me to a spot. And so if you get warped to this spot, you're sort of like in a dev location. Like if you had console in this game and you wanted to like warp to I don't even know, like just warp to Kindle the First Flame, it won't warp you to where the Lord Vessel is or bonfires. Those are irrelevant for when it comes to that kind of stuff. So you're just kind of here.
So it's more like warping you to coordinates
Yes.
on an offset from your last bonfire.
Yeah, so based on the cell of where I'm going towards, it's putting me in like a default location. And it's very similar to the like Alt F4 kiln skip glitch that you could originally do on the Xbox. And recently on PC as well. So I'm just going to go into Gwyn with this Dragon Tooth, and I'm probably going to win. But yeah, the glitch exhibition's coming up soon. Looks like underestimate won't be a problem as long as I don't die to Gwyn. And if he gives me any risky stuff, I'm just going to like quit out, and I can keep fighting him until it's good. So he can jump around and do like weird RNG and stuff. So, but it's not likely. It's like an 85% chance this will go just fine.
Nice roll.
So then you stagger, go behind him, backstep, stagger, go behind him, backstep, stagger, and then just hit him or something.
There we go.
We get ready on time here very soon.
Time. Time.
Yo, awesome.
You started late and you split early.
Excellent run.
GG, dude.
Yeah, that wasn't the worst thing.
That's what your face looks like.
Yeah. This is what happened to the first Sonic design. So yeah, I just chose Ascending because it's... I think you can... the faster way for in-game time is to quit out when you get Gwyn's item, and then you'll immediately spawn on the outside, and all you have to do is move like a foot, and then you hit the trigger for the other ending. So it's faster in-game time by a bunch, but in this one, it's doesn't matter too much, especially since you don't... If you kill Gwyn with a parry, it actually ends the fight faster, but he dies slower when you just kill him with a regular attack. So I guess now it's time for Glitch Exhibition. So I will load a couple save files for a few glitches. I will show a pretty fun one first.
I'm going to go get set up for the interview.
Are you?
I'm doing the one. Do you want me to sit here for the...
Well, yeah, you're going to want to see these.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Where are you
I'm
going?
sure they'll be fine getting set up.
Yeah. So, I have a save file manager, so I can like load other save files. So, this is a cheese fight to like trigger the Ornstein and Smo fight early, without even being in the fight room. So I just want to have a shield, and I want to have this guy because I can parry him. And you can probably guess what I'm going to do using the parry animation. I'm going to get myself into that room. He should really be running to me. I can't go too far away because then he'll pull his bow back out. And he'll use it even when he's like this close, so he's really annoying. So I need to be like this close. Yeah, good. You're fun. My God.
There he goes.
Yeah. So, right here, turn around. Just wait for him to hit me a little bit more so I can get closer to the wall. There we go. And then parry. And so I trigger the fight, but I'm outside the fight.
The music.
Cool.
So I'll kill this guy just because he's annoying. But yeah, the music can just like turn on and off. Like so you can use black fire bombs and just hit them through the wall.
Oh, so this is how they want you to be there casually.
Yeah, this is the intended fight method. And I'm not going to kill them because this will take a while. But yeah, if you just get a bunch of black fire bombs and you know, and you're not very good at this game or something, you can try this because this is, I don't know.
I'll do this next time.
So there's that. That's a pretty fun one. There's one with the Butcher in the Depths, which I just remembered yesterday, so this should be fun to set up. I don't know many people that know this one. I saw this one done by Miltravid, who's a pretty good Dark Souls runner. So I want him to sort of acknowledge that I'm in this pit. Really?
Wait, where'd he go?
Okay, yeah, he should drop down here now. Okay.
Oh,
Oh, well, he did.
So I want him to come over here, and I can knock him down. Ugh. Do I have a shield? I don't, sadly. So I want him to keep falling down here. It'll happen eventually. I just need to give him a backstab point. There we go. That should be better.
Just gonna nudge him along.
Yeah, I could just nudge him.
Okay.
Okay, that's
that
good.
works too.
Oh, he still hit me. Okay. So now he's down there, and I'll kill this rat, so they don't have a fight. Okay. And now I want the butcher to follow me along over here. Okay. And now the butcher follows me down this slope. So, yeah.
Something tells me the butcher has no sliding animation.
He doesn't know. So this is a good one. You don't see this one too often, so I was happy to show this one off. This one's really easy to do yourself. You aren't even glitching like he is. He's doing all the work for you. So, all right, there's one more, and this one is actually used in a few speedruns, I believe, to get down to Demon Fire Sage faster. And it should be pretty easy to accomplish. This was found by Kamul, really good Dark Souls speedrunner. And if you constantly are like on this lip of an elevator, elevators load in a little later than you do because it's like an active thing or something. I don't know the term, but anyway, you'll be able to see how it works. Oh, I thought I pressed I. I was like thinking about what will happen in a few seconds. So you keep quitting out, and eventually you'll clip past it. But I don't have like a way to stop myself from, dying of fall damage if I were to get through this elevator. This next time should do it. Yeah, you can plunging attack right on top of him.
That's awesome.
And he's not active yet because you didn't turn on the fight. So you can just kill him. So that's a hard fight. Yeah.
Okay. That's great.
And yeah, that was the glitch exhibition for Dark Souls. I hope you enjoyed those 3 that I showed you. Thank you for donating for that. Woo! We'll see you guys later.
This game's fun. Go play it.
Stick around for the rest of the marathon. I'm excited personally for Kingdom Hearts on Saturday. And yeah, thanks to my couch, and thanks to you guys for having me at RPG Limit Break. 3 runs, and I really appreciate being here.
Woo.
Thank you very much. That was Dark Souls Any Percent PC by BubblesDelFuego. Thank you very much for that, as well as for the glitch showcase. And that's going to be it for me. I'm Sumdiener, and I'll be signing out. I'll be passing it off to the next host in just a moment. Up next is the Final Fantasy IV Free Enterprise race, so don't go anywhere. Thanks for watching.
Hello and welcome back to RPG Limit Break. My name is Natara and I am your host for Final Fantasy IV Free Enterprise. Right now we are going to go to Spike Vegeta and an interview with our Final Fantasy IV Free Enterprise runners.
Thank you very much. And yeah, welcome back, guys, to RPG Limit Break 2019. I am Spike Vegeta, and it is my pleasure to be joined by our four-way race of this marathon. It's going to be Final Fantasy IV Free Enterprise. Gentlemen, if you all want to introduce yourselves, we'll just start down here, go down the row.
I am ScratchDragon.
I am Penguinator.
I'm Invenerable.
SwimmiLionni.
All right. Again, so for any of you guys who might not know about Final Fantasy IV Free Enterprise, we are setting up for the race right now. The stage tech's setting up. This is an awesome randomizer. It's been, I believe it's, what, about 2 years old at this
About
point?
a year and a half.
Even, year and a
Yeah,
half, not even
that
that long.
sounds right, yeah.
And we've seen, you know, kind of in the speedrunning community, a ton of randomizers. It feels like every game these days is getting a randomizer. Some of them maybe a little more built for it. Free Enterprise, I feel like, along with maybe like Link to the Past, the most well-established randomizers within our community. What would you guys say really sets it apart from other randomizers and why it has just become so popular, why it's so good? And I'll open it up. Whoever wants to answer that one.
I would say it's just the amount of freedom you have to go to everywhere. And like Link to the Past, you can go anywhere and do anything. It's you get the airship and you're free to roam the land when you play Final Fantasy IV. So you just go in a non-linear fashion to everywhere, get key items, move forward. Much like Link to the Past, you have to get specific key items to just complete the game.
Sure.
So with that, we get the item, we go fight the final boss, we have to do stuff along the way, and like with other randomizers, they randomize chess and stuff like that, but with this, it's the entire world plus the moon, so.
Absolutely.
One of my favorite things, like, I love the gameplay, undoubtedly, but one of my favorite things is the community. Like, just everyone, from the inception of it, was always so helpful, so eager to any new discoveries. People aren't, like, keeping them hidden to themselves. They're showing, like, I learned this about the game that in our vanilla runs we never encountered because we haven't mixed or matched everything up this way. So the new discovery, the sharing, the encouragement, it's a great community to be a part of.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say something else that's really important is just the design philosophy. Tries to be true to the original game while still randomizing a lot of things, obviously. So the characters do not have random abilities. You know who you're getting and what they can do. The equipment does not have random stats. You know what you're getting and what it can do. And it allows people to feel smart, I think.
The real reason we play randomizers.
I mean, that's part of it, right?
No, absolutely.
Yeah. You get this database of knowledge in your head of how this game works deep down, and it's just fun.
And for me, I'd been speedrunning Final Fantasy IV for about a year before Free Enterprise, so it's pretty natural for me to move into the rando. And I think just the base game has worked really well with the randomization. Just like Baigen, he's just pushover boss in the vanilla speedrun, but like I fought him in Sealed Cave, and the scaled stats there, that guy's nasty.
That's something I love about randomizers is how often, especially like you say, with maybe different boss fights, it's okay. Usually the speedrun has a strat. This is the way to do it. Maybe there's an alternative strat. Here you might have to know 6, 7, 8 different builds that you have to work with all sorts of different characters that you guys might have for your party. Absolutely fascinating to me. Can't wait to see you guys up there. Again, it looks like they are they're getting set up right now. I want to just run down, ask you guys one more base question, kind of a two-pronged question for each of you. What is within Free Enterprise, Final Fantasy IV Free Enterprise, what is your number one strength, you think, as a randomizer player, and your number one weakness, and what we can expect on stage? So we'll go ahead and start with you.
For me, it would be just my acceptance of the amount of strategies it takes to do multiple bosses. Like you're saying, you could find Baigen in Sealed Cave, and there could be like 4 or 5, 6 different ways of doing it. I would say that's my strength, yet also my weakness, because sometimes you get stuck in, you know you have a strategy for it, or I would have a strategy for it.
You know a way you can
I
beat
can
the
do
boss.
it. And then 2 hours later, I'm still trying to prove that I can beat the boss that way.
No, I got it, guys. Don't worry. So,
I'd say my biggest strength is my Zeromus strats. I'm kind of known for using mages there, which is a bit faster than some of the other strats, and you might even see some brand new strats that I've been working on with unicorns, depending on how things work out today. My weakness, I would say, is my riskiness sometimes bites me. Zeromus or elsewhere sometimes sometimes we get the early wipes, so we'll see how that goes.
All right, exciting.
I'm in the same boat as ScratchDragon to pull out the Jurassic Park quote. Just because I can do it doesn't mean I should do it.
Sure.
Realizing that I can take this boss down. I have the gear, I have the items, I have everything I need to do it. But if it's going to take me, 5-6 minutes to do it, I should probably be spending that time elsewhere, just going for speed rather than making the long shot play.
But what's your biggest strength? Give yourself some positivity at the same time. Would you say kind of the same thing, kind of a combo of the two?
Well, it's double-edged because, again, being able to do those bosses. Because if it comes down to the situation where your only choices are two really hard Fey March bosses, but you can still eke out the victory, then, yeah. Again, the ability to do it, but then having the judgment to know, is this the best time to do it?
And for you?
Yeah, for me, my biggest strength, I think, is just, I mentioned earlier, knowledge of the game. I have played a lot of free enterprise seeds, hundreds, and I've encountered bosses at every location. I have a good idea of what equipment is useful when it is trash that you can sell, and it is trash that you can sell a lot more than a beginner would think. I'd say my biggest weakness right now is just confidence in the Zeromas fight. If you have the right equipment, Zeromas can be taken out very easily at a fairly low level. It's risky, but I've also beaten Zeromas, like I said, a lot of times.
A few times, maybe, yeah.
Once or twice. So, yeah.
Sounds like it's going to be an exciting race right up to the end. Again, guys, we are setting up for the Final Fantasy IV free enterprise four-way race. Again, that is a Final Fantasy IV randomizer, one of the biggest randomizers going on within our community right now. So very excited for that. Got a lot of awesome commentators and some trackers here as well. I was going around being like, oh, are you part of the race this week? Are you part of the race? They're like, no, I'm on row 4 just watching. It's like you said, your community seems awesome. It's great that so many people have showed up for it. Do want to remind you guys also, we have a lot of awesome prizes that you can donate for just a minimum $5 donation. You can get into the drawing for these awesome pearlers we got right here. And it looks like we got Cecil and we got, what's her name again? Rydia. I knew it started with an R. And I didn't want to say the wrong name. Like she's Ryan or something. I don't know. No. We've also got this awesome book right here. I'm just going to read out the front of it. The Press Start to Translate. I imagine a book that you would be able to get a lot of great laughs from, for sure. So again, $5 minimum for all those, including a $5 minimum. I'm going to have you hold this real quick for me. Just a second. But yes, this awesome Final Fantasy IV poster right here. That's it, yes. This is Final Fantasy IV. Yeah, I didn't look over it before we started. But yes, awesome poster right here. Again, $5 minimum donation for all of these. So get those donations flying in, everyone. We are working towards that, beating out that goal. I believe $160,000+ last year. Working towards that right now for the final day. Thank you very much. And with that, I will kick it up to the front as we finish getting set up for Final Fantasy IV Free Enterprise.
Thank you so much for that, Spike. And we are going to play another Twitch ad. So look forward to that, and we'll talk to you soon. Welcome back, everybody. This is RPG Limit Break 2019, sponsored by Twitch, and we're coming to you from Salt Lake City, Utah. We are raising money for NAMI, the National Alliance on Mental Illness, which was formed in 1979 as grassroots advocacy organization by a group of parents whose children suffered with serious mental illness, and NAMI have maintained that focus to this day. Now, we have a lot of donations coming in, so while we're working on this rather complicated setup for this exciting race, let's clear some of those out and share the wonderful generosity with you all. We have a $75 donation from Kovalkin saying free enterprise hype. Thank you so much for that. $51 from Tifa's Revenge 26. Good luck to all on Free Enterprise. It's been great getting to meet you all. Rydia hype. And that will actually, good point to bring up, Rydia, the Rydia donation incentive has been met, so she is going to be our starting character. So if you do like Rydia, you are going to get to see at least a little bit of her during this run. We have $100 from Pacofication. Thank you so much for that. We also have $100 with no comment from Endless Revolt. Thank you so much. Bonnie, you're dead to me. No, it's great. I love it. Goofy saves the world. Okay, gotcha. Too slow. We have $25 from Mr. Mark Polo saying, thanks for the countless hours of entertainment, but most importantly, what the greater cause is. We have $200 from Scout in the Night with no comments. Thank you so, so much for that. We have $40 from Streva saying, ScratchDragon, the boys are all here watching you. You know the rules. Win or don't come home. You've been warned. We have $20 from Bahamut X. Good news, everyone! We have discovered that White Mage, who is also a dumpling, is called Gyoza. A brother who tells bad jokes is a lolbez. And a fire fiend who doesn't return his library books is named Overdue Bicante. So much love to my favorite people and one of the most welcoming communities I have ever known. Good luck, all! $10 from Casual Geek Dave. By the end of this run, we'll be wanting to get rid of these puns. Love to all my Free Enterprise family. Hype! We have $100 from Mr. Jones saying, great game and great runners. Shout out to Penguinator, stay gold. $100 from Arcturia. Free Enterprise is a great game with an even greater community, and NAMI is a great organization to support. Shoutouts to everyone. Free Enterprise hype. We have $20 from Alexa LaFay. I'd just like to ask for a moment of silence for all of the Tellas that have bravely given their lives in the fight against Aromas. We have $100 from Mrs. Boardface. So proud of Boardface and the Free Enterprise community. Good luck to all the runners. Kisses from Ontario. Heart. We have a $462 donation. And that does come from the RPG Valkyries. They say hello from the RPG Valkyries. We love Free Enterprise, so we wanted to donate during this run. And we also love singing, so we want to put this towards having How Far I'll Go from Moana sung during the Kingdom Hearts run. Thank you for all your love and support towards our group this year. Looking forward to many more awesome limit breaks. We have $50 from Vonnie Von. Of course I had to donate during my favorite randomizer that was inspired by Newtopia. Good luck to all of the runners. I'm really excited to see a fantastic race. Newt Newt! We have another $100 from Bahamut X saying, good luck to the free enterprise runners. Don't forget to check Cave Bahamut. I promise there will be value. We have $100 from Poydrak saying, thank you, RPG Limit Break, for your support of a cause that I can 100% get behind in NAMI. I would also like to thank the FF4 Free Enterprise community, who have proved to me over the better part of a year that I have joined an amazing community, and I am really happy we get to share that community with all of you, as well as show off the randomizer as well. I hope everyone appreciates our runners, the Venerable Invenerable, ScratchDragon, who I believe has never scratched a dragon, SwimmiLionni, who I don't think is a swimming lion, and Penguinator, a Terminator disguised as a penguin, disguised as a person. I hope everyone enjoys the randomizer and the run, and may the true savior of FF4 both guide and hide your path. We have $100 from Accident. Greetings, RPG Limit Break. I hope you'll give me a pass this time, but I couldn't misdragon you through the mud with this plague of a donation comment. As the runners decide which characters to take and which to leave behind, I antlion when I say that if a summoner is offered, they must be adamant and say, sorry, Edward, but I'm going to have to get rid of ya. But let's go a quick hitting round. I can assure you that no matter who comes out on top, their edge on the next finisher is probably not too much of a legend, as all of these runners are fabulous. Good luck to everyone, and if anyone there is thirsty, be sure to pour them a good cup of Berserk. Stay hydrated, everyone, and let's give whichever final boss we get a dark night they'll never forget. And with that, we are ready to go. So we are going to throw it to our commentary team for this Final Fantasy IV Free Enterprise race.
Good evening, everybody at RPG Limit Break. Good evening, everybody out there watching on Twitch tonight. We are here for the main event